My friends, my family, it is time once again for Anime Festival Orlando! And guess I said, we all cheered that out and magically guest appeared in the front row. That's fantastic. Look how special everybody is here. You guys are great! This con is great. This con has been great for the past, we've been doing this more than 25 years now. And I've been here for 37 of them. That's incredible. No, seriously, a lot of us have started this back in the wee old days. Some of you weren't even born, and now we are here in 2026, ready to celebrate all those things we love, the shows, the movies, the video games, the voice actors, the performers, all that, the costumes, the cosplay, just having fun with all our friends around. I am ready for this. Are you ready for this too? Always a special time. This is my favorite con when I first started doing this many moons ago, and I'm back here now doing it again. Don't let the gray hairs fool you. I am very old, but that's okay. I still love anime, and you still love anime. It might be different animes, but we're all here for the same reason, the love of that, and in that way we are all family, and that's awesome, and that gets me emotional, and I'm glad to be here. And many of you are glad to be here too, not just for the fun, the shenanigans, the staff, the events. There's a reason we love these shows and video games and movies and all these stuff. It's because of the people that produce these things. That some of the voices of our childhood. One of them for me is sitting right here in front of me. And that's fan-freaking-tastic. You are here all weekend to meet some of these famous voices, that voice famous characters that you love, and you are here to see who they are and what they're all about, to ask them all the nitty-gritty questions, and that's why we have guests come to these things. I mean, I know, yay, the guests, yes, that's a good thing. You know, I'm cute and everything, but come on, we're really here to see the guests, you know, so. In fact, I believe we have an introduction for those guests right now. I will remove myself from the stage and let you see just who you get to see all weekend long here at AFO. It's coming. The guest reel, the scissor reel, it'll be here in just a second, I promise. The man behind the curtain is going back behind the curtain.
10 years ago, our first guest decided to take their passion for cosplay as far as it could go, and now they're here to share that dreams really can come true. A professional cosplayer and content creator, always happy to share inspiration and guidance, please welcome Nick Osplay. My friend, if you want to look best in your future cosplays, then our next guest is certainly someone to meet. With almost 2 decades of experience working as a special effects professional and a knack for using recycled materials in their creations, they're part cosplayer and part prosthetics wizard, and all awesome. It's Drag King River Glass. Hailing from wild, wacky, and always welcoming Orlando, Florida, comes our next drag performer. His amazingly androgynous looks range from Pokemon to Pixar and so many places in between. With looks that are always outrageously creative, his artistry never fails to stand out, and he'll be standing on our stages all weekend long. Please welcome Axel Andrews. And now, a goddess descends the Mount Olympus that is New York City. From cutting her teeth at local comic conventions, all the way to treading the runway on season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race. This self-proclaimed geek chic queen blends high fashion and character-driven looks into experiences guaranteed to blow your mind. Here comes Megami. And our next guest isn't spoiling his corgis, pancake, and waffles. Along with Lucy, his cat, he's acting and or directing up a storm with more than 200 titles to his name. You've heard him as Number 6 and Majestic from My Hero Academia, Paris Sparrow and Napoleon from One Piece, and Ma Jindu from Dragon Ball Daima, among many others. Please welcome Aaron Campbell. Our next guest booked his first role at just 9 years old, and the rest has been quite the history. You've heard him as Tamaki from My Hero Academia, Senku Ishigami from Dr. Stone, and the original Alphonse Elric in Full Metal Alchemist. Back once more for the first time in a long time, it's Aaron Dismuke. Hailing from the wild of Dallas, Texas, you'll recognize our next guest as Ainz from Isekai Quartet, Baltos from Black Clover, Lavender from Dragon Ball Super, and multiple roles in Blue Lock, Fairy Tail, and One Piece. He's a huge fan of anime and is in, like, so many anime. Please welcome Christopher Guerrero. Up next, a voice actor and director who turned his childhood dream into a career voicing the likes, among others, of Weiss the Immaculate from Final Fantasy VII Remake, Monaka and Frieza from Dragon Ball, and debuting just this year in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Steel Ball Run as the one and only Johnny Joestar himself. Here comes Damon Mills. It's not easy to earn a Grammy nomination, but our next guest has done just that, in addition to appearing in all kinds of shows and video games, including Apex Legend, Hi-Fi Rush, Omega Strikers, Chainsaw Man, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Fairy Tail, and even Mobile Suit Gundam. Please welcome Gabe Kunda. Our penultimate guest, a guy once from Florida, now from Texas. He loves sunset walks, pineapple on pizza, Ralph Macchio, and also voice acting / directing / playing video games. He's been in Dragon Ball, My Hero Vigilantes, and That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, among others. Directed Blue Lock, Psycho Pass, and Free Run Beyond Journey's End, among others, and plays Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, and Jet Set Radio Future, yes, among others. Please welcome Ralph Macchio's biggest fan, Jordan Dash Cruz. And last, but absolutely, unequivocally, and certainly never least, one of the titans striding along in the world of entertainment today. He's been the voice of a million childhoods, bringing life to ridiculously iconic roles like Arsene Lupin from Lupin III, Minato Namikaze in Naruto, and Rick Hunter in Robotech. Oh, and also, he was one of the main creative forces behind a little show called The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. An actor, writer, director, editor, producer, and just generally an all-around nice guy, please give a very warm welcome to Tony Oliver.
I was trying to sound like Angie, it's not gonna work. Anastasia Munoz is here this weekend. You might know her from Fairy Tail, Overlord, Danganronpa, and she also, really interestingly enough, took a dilapidated church. It's probably renovated to a better term, but it sounds more mysterious when it's dilapidated. She created an artist commune in Dallas where she lives, so that's pretty cool. She's like the Professor Xavier in Southwest Dallas, a wayward artist down there. Ask her about that and any of her voice roles as she joins us all weekend here. And I believe another last-minute surprise edition, yes, Anastasia, is Kelly Cruz. Somehow has the last name as Jordan Cruz. I don't know how that worked. She is in, of course, she is a voice actor, but she is also into two very mysterious and confusing things, that being cats and backgammon. I own mini cats, and I also have a backgammon board, but I couldn't tell you how it works, much like cats. So if you have questions about backgammon or cats, Kelsey is here all weekend to help you with those. We gained two, but we did lose. If you were hoping to see Jill Harris due to unforeseen circumstances, she will not be here this weekend. So we wish her well, and hopefully we'll see her at the next AFO. But for now, that is our guest. Pretty good, yes? A little of then, a little of now. Kelsey, and speaking of then and now, and what I touched on earlier, anime's been going on for freaking ever, and there's some of us that are very, very long in the tooth, and some of you just discovered anime recently, and that is fan-freaking-tastic. And researching our guests, of course, like I know people like Tony in the front, like we're old pals, and by that I mean he's like, you're the guy I think I remember we had dinner with 7 years ago, sort of. That type of close personal friend. But still, this is someone I'm familiar with, and I can ramble off 50 roles he was in. The newer stuff, maybe I don't know it as well. Certainly not the titles. Like Kelsey is in something called I Have Killed 300 Slimes and Maxed Out My Level. Yes, that's the title. Okay, so you know that, right? Oh, and there's another one. Let me see if I can get this right. Like, I found a cheat skill in another world and then maxed out or leveled up in this world as well. That's the title of a show. In my day, that was a Charles Dickens novel, right? And it's like, I'm old. I need to watch the anime now and not die before the title is over. Like, in my day, it was Robotech, Voltron, Transformers. Like, that's not an anime, but it's still, yes, you get my point. Then we had little tiny titles. Sure, we had Neon Genesis Evangelion, but it was Eva, or Full Metal Alchemist, FMA. We didn't have time for these paragraphs, but I think it's fascinating the way this culture and the way it's presented has evolved over the time, and that I see people excited when I stumble through those titles. That's wonderful. I don't know what you're dressed up as, but you're having a great time, and that's what is important about all this, all right? We have 2 rules here at AFO. I know some of you are like, 2 rules? I thought we only had 1 rule. 2 rules. That'll come at the end of it all, right before we get to Act 1 of Tales of Orlandia for this year, yes? But we will touch base a little bit on the love of anime then and now when we get there. But before we do, of course, none of this would happen without you, without our guests, but we need, financial help and support coming along. That would be in the form of our sponsors. And we have several of those. I know we have a card that doesn't, I think, possibly features all of them. These are some of the guys. I know we have a little convention some of you might have heard of named Holiday Matsuri. Yes. Our sister convention takes place around the holiday times. Once again, for someone in my age, that's perfect. I can do this and then go into my coffin for 6 months and then pop out at Christmas time and then regain my strength to return next summer for AFO 2027. Hallmat is there. Our drag shows all week long are brought to you by Crew Health. They are an Orlando-based healthcare organization. Their purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. I can't say their purpose and then not go into that spiel. See, I don't know the titles anymore, but that's the original tagline to G.I. Joe, and that is embedded in here, like, why would that be there 35 years later? But no, Crew Health, they are, as I said, a health organization. They're here to help reduce infectious diseases. They're here to promote overall wellness, and they are here to fight against healthcare discrimination. So that is an awesome partner to have alongside of us. We're glad they are joined on. We've got, some of you will know this, and some of you will not know this, and that's the way it should be. Our 18 plus sponsor is Fairvilla Megastore. And so any of the 18 plus events, the support for that, our 18 plus dealers hall, the prize support for the 18 and up events was thanks to Fairvilla. So thank you, Fairvilla. When you go upstairs, we'll get to that in a second, the lay of the land. We've got Cybertron Games, of course, helping out. That's from Transformers also. Cybertron Games, they are helping out with our video game room. Paizo helps out with the tabletop room because they are the creators of Pathfinder and other fabulous RPGs. What is an RPG anyway? Does anybody get that reference? That is a very old internet thing. Do yourself a favor and look up ... It is a dramatic reading of somebody in about 2004 who was really upset about a Steam game they downloaded and did the most terrible, grammatically incorrect rant against this game. And someone took that and put it to Karl Orff's Carmina Burana and read this person's rant in this dramatic voice. And it's still on the interwebs today, ... And the little title card says Strength, like strength, but they misspelled it. So that's what that is from. Yes, Strength. And I've done that, I just totally forgot where I am. No, all of our sponsors, like I say, old, it happens. Paizo games are tabletop games. We also have all fabulous little manner of things. We have our badges, we have our ribbons. We've got Miss Doris PC, who all the photo booths that you see around and in the different events, they are helping out. They've donated that. We've got PC Name Tag, who made our ribbons. We've got Impress Inc., who does all of our printing needs. We've got Radio One, who makes the one radio to rule them all, apparently, or something like that. They're a radio vendor, of course. And we've got GSJJ, who makes all of our pins and luggage tags, fabulous things like that. And last but certainly not least is Visit Orlando, a group dedicated to preserving human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. No, they want you to visit Orlando, which most of you I see are doing at this very moment. But beyond the anime cons, there's more anime cons to go to. So there's always something here. And Larry and I's day, and Tony remembers back in the day, there was literally 2 or 3 a weekend. Like, hey, what? You got the little horn. What'd you say up there, kitty? There were so many conventions. They go to like 15 or 20 between, you know, Labor Day and Memorial Day, reverse that. But yeah, a lot of cons this year. There's still stuff to do outside of cons. You can visit Orlando. Thank you, Visit Orlando, for pulling alongside of us. Okay, they sponsor all these things. What is there to do here, Chris? Why am I listening to you? Well, when we moved into this location, we wanted to keep it simple. You've got this downstairs floor, and you've got a floor right above it. That is called the upstairs floor. And it's all the con is right there. Right here, you obviously have main events. If something's going on in main events, it's here. You're here right now. Like tonight, we've got the Moon Prism Pride charity concert. Yes? And that's going to help out the Zebra Youth. We've got 3 different brands brought to us thanks to Ongaku Overdrive, headlined by the descendants of Erdrick. Did I say that right? I hope. It seems like that's the correct way to pronounce that. Once again, I fought 300 slimes and leveled up, so you know, I'm doing what I can. That's in here. We've got tomorrow night is the Pokeball, which is a Pokemon-themed drag review, hosted by Megami and Axel Andrews. That'll be right here. We've got the costume contest, of course, is going to be here. We have Kakashi's dance battle on Sunday. Right here, always a fun time. That goes right into our charity auction, which is also another really fun time. More on that in a few moments, but that's in main events. Of course, you've got a registration, which most of you have already done. If you need some help, would like to buy either some AFO merch or you need some information, we made it easy. Look for the banner right out there that says merchandise and information. That is the merchandise and information booth. Right there, which would be as you head that way through Artist Alley, and of course the dealer's hall. In the back corner is the 18 and up dealer's hall. You have to be 18 and up, obviously, to get into that. So no explanation needed there. To go upstairs, yeah, 18 and up. What? That's actual.
May I have your attention, please? An emergency condition exists on this floor. An emergency condition exists on this floor. Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building. Do not use the elevators.
This seems to be, this is not planned, folks. This is, so we will need to rejoin this in a few moments once we get the all clear. So if we could go ahead and take